Yeah, and I'd like to create something like educational revolution, because I think education gotta be brought to life, gotta be connected to life, because I think education should be really useful and not useless. And I would say if you're going to school nowadays, half of the things, half of the subjects are totally useless. Uh, People are learning something about Chinese poetry, history of the 13th century, um, totally unusual, stupid things, which are absolutely not important. I'm very sorry. Even the life of William Shakespeare or Ludwig van Beethoven is not so very important, but it is learned so very coolly, continuously, as if it is something like the life of Jesus Christ. I say this is not so very important. And really important is to know everything about human rights, how to defend yourself in front of the court or in front of police in the court. Because a lot of times police is an enormously dangerous and aggressive thing. And how to drive a car. This is crucially important for everybody. And children are learning how to drive a car from their fathers in the age of 4, and then they are creating car crashes in the age of 10, and while looking like as if they are in their 20s. So it is crucially important to learn everything about cars in the age of maybe 8 or 10, and do it in a school, and make it a part of the subject you're learning, and you got to know everything about cars and everything about car crashes and how to behave yourself on the street, sitting in the car. And it is critically important that children are learning everything about sexuality or about parenting, how to be a good father or good mother, because in the end we're all becoming parents, and a lot of people are such bad parents. They're screaming at children in the middle of the street and beating children or whatsoever. They didn't learn anything about parenting. It is really heartbreaking, but these parents are existing. Then we're having war crisis somewhere, because these children have been like tortured with these parents and screamed by these parents. So this is why we're having war conflicts. And we have to learn everything about computer science, because computers are ruling the world, and we have to learn everything about hygiene of your body, because a lot of times people are really kind of not cared for and ugly, and somehow not not so very pretty looking. So how about we learning about these things in school, like it's called actual health, and uh, obviously food is a part of this health thing. And how about we're learning also about food, and we're learning things about frozen pizza, or what brings to eat a fresh apple, and what is the difference. And how about we're learning everything yeah, about self-defense, because it is really funny, but sports is teaching us how to go for jogging, and everyone knows how to go for jogging. Everyone knows how to jog. It's finally said. But nobody knows how to defend yourself, how to use karate, for example, and be able to defend and protect yourself. How to use rhetoric and be able to defend yourself verbally. Um, Things like that are crucially important in life, but nobody is teaching them in school, because everything I'm talking about is taught in home education for very, very rich and famous people, which are usually not going to usual school. But how about the level of the usual school? Usual education for normal people is a higher one, and the level is a higher one. And how about we're learning from the brightest minds of the world. We are learning from Jamie Oliver how to cook and how to go for health, actually. And what the hell are you eating? And how about we learning from D70s how to behave in a sexual relationship? What is it about sex? And how about we're learning from Bill Gates everything about investment, and how to invest, and how to build a company maybe, or we're learning from Mark Zuckerberg everything about computer science, or we're learning about everything about car crashes from Elon Musk, or we're learning about verbal self-defense or human rights from Oprah Winfrey, or generous from gender equality, etc., etc. I mean, all these things are enormously important in life. So I'd like the entire society really to get on a higher level, and I think it is happening only in school. And if we are recreating the school education, if we're making it through this kind of soft school revolution, it's possible that this planet is having different citizens which are um, somehow nicer to each other, and there is zero war crisis involved, but there is peace over the world, and everyone is getting enough, and everyone is knowing how to rule the world while ruling your own life.